Namaskar. We have been talking about the science of mantra and its effect on us. We know that the physics of mantra lies in the science of sound that is generated by our chanting. Every sound that is created by chanting has its own energy and has its own effect. Now, it depends as to how do we chant, how many times we chant, with how much of intensity we chant, for how long we keep on chanting, and corresponding will be the result. Every alphabet has a different kind of sound, creates a different kind of energy, and that way every alphabet is a mantra. Similarly, a combination of alphabets changes its chemistry and creates a different kind of energy. So, combination of those alphabets is also a mantra scientifically arranged to generate a particular sound and having its own impact. Mantras are not dependent on the belief system. Mantras are dependent on creating a particular sound through the process of chanting to have the necessary effect. The question may be as to how should we chant, when we should chant, how long we should chant, how many times we should chant. Of course, each mantra has its own prescription, as is the case with a medicine, but broadly speaking there are certain parameters. It goes without saying that the most appropriate time for chanting a mantra is in the morning hours, because our stomach is light, our mind is peaceful and quiet, we are in a happier state of mind, we are full of positive energy. So, that is the most appropriate time to chant a mantra, though it is not to say that if we can't do it at that time we should not be doing it at all, but that is definitely before sunrise is the most appropriate time to chant a mantra, though in different system different mantras have different time slots also, that is a different science by altogether. Second part is that if we have a peaceful and happy environment around us, the surroundings are conducive to chanting of mantra, it will make it all the more effective. I keep on comparing it with health science, that if a person is sick and he wants a better health, the surroundings apart from medicine will also make a tremendous effect. So is the case with chanting of mantra, that if one is sitting in a holy or a pious environment and the energy of that environment itself is positive, that will make chanting far more effective and far more easier also to be made. So, that also matters. The third part is that the mantras have to be chanted for a particular number of times. In the Indian system, it is usually said that each mantra should be chanted for 108 times. Now, 108 is stated to be related to 108 number of chakras that we have in our body, so each chakra getting affected. Whatever may be the secret behind it, the system is that we should be chanting a mantra for 108 times to be really effective. If we can chant more in the multiples of this, that is so much so good, but we should be chanting it for 108 times. Another aspect is that mantra should, if we want mantra to be a siddhi mantra, to be really effective, then mantra should be chanted at the same place at the same time at least for 90 days in a row without having a single break. If we have broken it say on 89th day, probably our journey begins again and we have to chant it for 90 days all over again. Though I won't say that it will lose its impact altogether, but we haven't achieved what we should have achieved. Again, the way the doctor prescribes a medicine, that this dose has to be taken, the antibiotic has to be taken for 5 days, and if you break it, then you will have to do another course of 5 days. Similarly, for chanting of a mantra, that they should be chanted for 90 days, sitting at the same place at the same time without giving a break. Now, how do we chant it? Mantras can be chanted in 3 different ways. One is to chant it loudly, Om. The second is chanting it a little slowly, which only I can hear myself. And third is chanting it absolutely silently. In the mantra science, chanting silently is the most effective way, though for the purpose of developing the concentration, we will prefer chanting it loudly and gradually advancing towards silent chanting. The more the silence, the greater is the effectiveness. Then we advance to a next stage, that when we are chanting a mantra in a silent manner, we are even witnessing it. Our eyes are closed and we even start seeing the mantra written on our forehead, and we are simply silently reading and witnessing it. The mantra is being read, mantra is being witnessed in a very slow fashion. We almost become a mantra when we are chanting it. If we do it that way, its effectiveness will be many times more. Next question will be, which mantra should be chanted? There are n number of mantras. One cannot say as to which one should be chanted, which one should not be chanted, and which system is better. But in our Eastern system, particularly the Indian system, one mantra which is accepted across the board without any dispute is Om mantra. Om is a combination of primarily 3 sounds, A, U and Ma, and it is also considered to be a sound of the Brahma, the sound of the creation of the Brahmand, and the sound that it generates has proved to be an extremely effective sound for taking care of all our negativity, all our health, mental, emotional and physical issues, all our problems. So, Om is considered to be one mantra, Pranava mantra, which is supposed to be the most pious. This is also because it is believed that Om is the most harmless mantra also. There are other mantras which are, if not done properly, they could be harming. If they are not done at a particular time, they could be harming. But Om is one mantra which can be chanted anywhere, anytime, all the time, and it will always do good only, it will never do anything negative. So, Om is one mantra which is universally accepted in the Indian system to be chanted anywhere, anytime, and as many times as possible. So, Om should be chanted, and I said preferably in the morning hours, in a peaceful environment, at a pious place, with a cool mind, and gradually advancing from a loud sound to a quiet mind, witnessing the mantra chanting within one's mind, just witnessing. And witnessing is so much that gradually we start feeling that as if we have ourselves become Om. Once we start doing that, we will start realizing, we will start experiencing the effect of mantra on us. The mantras have infinite, unthinkable amount of energy, the transformative energy. It is possible to achieve anything and everything in life which is pious, which is positive, with the help of mantra chanting. We must practice it regularly. I will be requesting my friend to chant that mantra for you to help understanding as to how Om mantra should be chanted. We may take help from it, and we may try to do it on a regular basis, and we can see by ourselves the effect of this mantra chanting on us, on our all round happiness and development. Thank you very much.